Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. So, how you doing, Nkem?
Hi, I'm good.
How is everything? We're smelling really, really nice.
Yeah, it's all coming together lovely.
I can see that. Okay, we'll come back to you.
Thanks.
All right, ladies. Today, we're talking about issues concerning the recession. The economic hardship biting harder by the day. The news of tragedy are becoming unbearable. According to reports last week, a man lost his life in Maryland area of Lagos State while trying to pursue a driver of a commercial bus who had actually bashed his car. Some people are committing suicide by the day. Others are raping their babies, their children. People are going to kill their employers. So many issues happening out there. How do we stay sane and mindful through these trying times? It's your view. Call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read your tweets. This food, right? Okay.
I cannot even talk. I'm just looking at the table.
But honestly, a lot of
may
people
I add some
yes,
other cases? There's the case of this young 30-year-old pastor. Is it 30-year-old that had 30 females in his church, and he was sleeping with them. He said when he was arrested that the parents of the girls even knew that he was sleeping with them. There's also a female pastor who was
monetizing the children with her
in church.
They were sleeping. She let them out as prostitutes. They were earning 500 per sex, and they were taking. She was taking a portion, and they got to make at least 1.5 per day from sleeping with these people.
There's another lady who her husband slept with someone, adultery. And I don't know if she wanted to kill him. She just started stabbing.
She first invited him to the house. They come and spend the weekend with me. That one too went happily. Fed him, spoiled him. Then she now started to attack him.
Yes.
With the machete.
So
there's a whole lot of frustration.
There's frustration out there. That's the word. And people are upset.
You remember the case of one other man who wrote a suicide note, and while he was jumping, was shouting Buhari, Buhari, Buhari.
And now one was hanging himself. While he was about to hang himself, he was shouting Buhari, Buhari. Listen, the recession is real, yes. Lots of people are feeling harder than others. But I think it's time for people to actually take things easy and calm down. But honestly, what can we do to help people out there? We need to bring in a professional to help people.
Before professional.
You know, let me just tell you. You know, I got back last week. And actually, I got back on Wednesday. And as the plane landed, the woman beside me, she put on her phone the text that came in, generator, kiniko. So she got, I'm leaving this business, I'm stopping the business, I've only made 20,000 throughout last month, kiniko, generator now. Yeah, I want to celebrate.
Just by landing.
I said she just landed, put on her phone. If she had known, she would have left her phone off. So she will
at least
acclimatize. Me, in my office, I told them, I said,
I just go back.
I'm not working. I'm not back. I'm coming back next week. You're not saying the physical thing. I'm telling you, on Thursday, I had a headache. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I just had a headache. I couldn't drink. I had to leave alcohol.
Just for coming back home.
Just for coming back home, I had a headache. So I can imagine what is causing
people to kill themselves.
So Maya asked the pivotal question of how can we help, because this frustration is real. You have a plate of rice and you can share with someone else who doesn't have a plate of rice.
Yes.
Somebody wants to pay school fees. All of us are going through the same harsh economy.
Yes.
But you have an extra 10,000 that you can spare.
Yes.
We must bring back that communal living culture that we had, that has made us survive hard times in the past. You see, we only hear of suicide outside Nigeria because they are individualistic in their approach to life. We are communal. I can come to Tokwe and say, I'm coming to have dinner at your house. I'm going to have breakfast at YK's house. So even if it's not to take away the problem, just having someone to listen.
Fantastic, because you see, you're right. I think what we need to preach now is for people to be more conscious, more aware of those around them. Because even me, I must admit, when I cook for my house, I plan my meals, husband, wife, children, we know ourselves. But then realize that, listen, my security guard, people around, they need food. And this frustration, the money is not there. I made a conscious effort to start. Although my mother-in-law has told me a long time, I never listened to her. I just like, wait, that was then. I'm only cooking for my family. But now I'm making that conscious. So we need to now start paying attention. People come to you with problems. Try to see what you can do to help, because would you rather help them or they go and kill themselves?
Exactly.
Because people are actually really frustration is real. Yes.
I agree. Sorry, I agree with you. But because in our house, we feed everybody.
Yes.
And I'm telling you,
it's expensive.
It's very expensive.
I know.
It's economically challenging.
I know.
So,
yes.
I
don't have to use my own option. Just that's what I decided. But those who can afford it,
what
is economically challenging.
What my husband told me this morning, because I don't do shopping. He does grocery shopping, and I made sure that I don't want to be worrying my head and say the money you gave me is not enough. Let's not quarrel over money. Maybe you are the one bringing the money. I'll give you a list. Do shopping. So yesterday, for the first time, I had to buy sachet tomatoes, and I bought it in a while. It was 80 naira. And yes.
80 naira before?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, the common brand is 80 naira. Even the one that was cheap before is 70 naira. And this used to be 30 to 70 and 50 to 80.
Yes.
So I told him this, but hey, Mark, sachet tomato is now 80 naira. He said, I don't want those kind of conversations. Those are conversations that will make you feel bad. And that just got into my head. He said, because if you focus on how things are expensive, you will start feeling bad. So he said, don't have this kind of conversations. They make you feel sad. And the more you feel sad, the more you get worried. Don't just take yourself out of that area immediately. You make a decision to think about it. Make a decision not to think about it.
Let me take this call. Elizabeth from Aguda, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. Go ahead.
You are missing, this food is smelling panimorous.
Good morning. I wanted to greet everybody and
Hi.
tell you
Hi.
I like your program.
All right, thank you very much.
You are missing,
I know a family whose children are not going to school this September because he can't afford it anymore.
I know many families.
I know that he said, you know what, I'd rather you just stay at home because I cannot afford it. Let me go and rethink. So we're even helping them look for a school, something cheaper within his budget, but he can't afford it. And you see, some people are too ashamed to take that decision. There's this struggle. See what they can do. Let me see what I can do. And people must be able to say, cut your cloth according to the new.
May I share a story?
Cloth you have.
Somebody wrote me last week that she needed to open up to me. I think it was our Thursday topic that made her open up to me that her husband lost his job this year and they were trying to cope. She sells things in front of their house. So they were now coping with her own income. It became difficult. The husband now sent her to, he now went to the village that let him go and farm, to make ends meet. When he left, she couldn't cope with the children and the school fees on her own. She packed all the children and went to the village to meet him. They got there was still no job, no farming, nothing. When she was in Lagos, she was even doing small business.
Yes.
In the village, there was nothing at all. They had to come back to Lagos. Now she's very frustrated at him, like, you are the man of the house. Her children were going to a private school. They put them in public school. But even to feed, she says she has to borrow money to feed. Take your phone call, I'll finish the story.
Osareti, are you there from Akute?
I'm here, good morning.
Good morning, please go ahead.
On the lighter mood, I have to say you guys are really mean. In this recession, you're having that cooked food and everybody's watching. That's not fair.
It's her fault.
That's really unfair.
I agree with you.
I think it borders on the irresponsibility of governance. I mean, seriously, I'm not going to talk party here. I'm not going to talk politics.
Yeah.
But you really need to ask yourself, what is this government doing to really show you? I mean, there's something that things are tough. We know that tomorrow is going to be better. You're seeing signs. There are telltales to let you know that tomorrow will be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
These guys are just clueless. That's all I see. I see a bunch of people who are clueless. Least of all, they make a mockery of it by saying PDP is the cause. Jonathan is this and all of that. It's shocking. I need to say this, but I was one of those people who did not want Buhari. I pointed to the fact that back then when Buhari was president, under a military regime, he was the same thing. I mean, the guy might be integrous or perceived integrous, but he doesn't have a clue what to do with the economy.
Thank you very much,
because before we just complain and then move on. The thing is, the government is battling with how to solve this problem. Individually, how can you cut your coat? We've said that over and over again, cut your coat. Also, don't lament. I know it might make you feel good to lament, but the more you spend there, the worse you will feel emotionally.
No. Sometimes when you lament, it releases
tension. It allows you to just get it out.
Don't go through it.
Don't if you bottle it up, it's cancer.
Go through it, but go through it and let it go.
Yeah.
Instead of
who are you going to talk to?
It's sitting down and forming pity party where all of you are talking about economy bad. I cannot pay school fees. I cannot pay house rent. I cannot pay. Both of you just sit down and talk.
You have to discuss it now.
Maybe this should be urged, centered towards how to find a solution to the problem. Don't feel dejected. If you are, if you are hungry, don't sit down at home and say, I'm hungry, I'll die.
Please, we need to go. It's time. Stop talking.
Won't you even let us even read some tweets?
Go and beg
hang in
for
there,
food.
hang in there. But the point is that we need to go to a commercial break. But the truth is that these times are hard indeed. The gentleman that died just after that commercial bus didn't have to. If you just let it go, so people will piss you off. People will really try to get you upset, but let go, because the times that everybody's frustrated. So don't even let anybody come and hit you off to the point where you end up dying.
When they hit you, just say
we have
thank
to
you,
take
sir.
a break. Let's come. When we come back, now we'll come back. Focus on Nkem, and this food has been smelling since. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Yes, finally, we've come to the time we've all been waiting for. Whether it is friends stopping by or relatives just in town, impromptu entertaining doesn't have to be something to dread when you know one or two things how to do, with the recipes to thrill them and keep them coming back for more. Joining us on the show again is the food, fashion, and fusion CEO, Nkem Odewumi. Welcome to the show again.
Hello.
Wait, what does food, fashion, and fusion mean? What does that mean?
Well, I promote a concept called food fashion, which is making food wholesome and beautiful. This is about food styling, making food look really nice to the eyes before you actually eat it. So that's the food fashion. So it's a fusion of those two concepts.
Oh, fantastic. Nice. So what are you cooking up for us today?
Today we're going to have chicken marsala and salted potatoes.
Hey! Jesus. It's a bush.
It's not about being bush.
What is a bush, colleagues?
It's about recession.
Well, but this is a treat for your guests. So this is not an everyday meal. This is guests coming. You really want to impress them.
Okay.
Maybe you want them to stay a little longer in your house, and then you keep them eating this delicious
chicken
meal.
masala.
So it's not for every day, but it's well worth it, and it's easy to make.
Okay.
And then the second dish is just a pasta, a seafood pasta, really easy to throw together. Pasta usually cooks under 15 minutes. So if you have an impromptu guest, you can make this in maybe 25 minutes and you're ready to eat.
Our studio is getting full, so people want to eat.
I hope they enjoy it.
But we're not giving
I was seeing
them.
some fresh herbs now.
Yes.
Are these easy to get in Nigeria? Because I think they're pretty fresh. So do you get them in the supermarket, or you can go to just anywhere?
Yeah, you can get them in most major superstores. So one of the things that we do in Food Fashion Fusions, we never use artificial seasoning. So we rely on natural herbs and the natural flavor of food to get the real taste of the
so
meal.
you don't use that regular seasoning that we use?
No, we don't. We don't. We never do. We
Nice.
rely on basic salt, pepper, and fresh herbs. And I tell people every food has its own flavor. You just have to know how to coax it out or how to enhance it. You know, so potatoes work well with. This is rosemary, and potatoes work very well with rosemary, especially when they're seared or roasted. Then it releases the oils, and it's very aromatic. And then
How do you do it? How do you?
so in this case, because I'm sauteing the potatoes in the pan, I put it right there in the pan so it cooks with the potatoes and then it infuses. And because potato is sort of a blank canvas, it takes the flavor very well. It doesn't compete with the rosemary, so you can enjoy
I
that.
see you cook the potatoes with the skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, just to preserve the nutrients. And I think it gives
like
a nice
that.
textural contrast as
I
well.
like that.
Yeah.
So you just give the potatoes a good scrub and then you can cook it with the
cook it
skin.
up.
And it's nice. It's actually not bad to eat.
Yeah.
We'll eat it now. We'll tell you.
I hope
Right.
I hope it meets your
So-
expectations.
The
And
chicken,
then-
did you cut the chicken up in bits, or you just had them like that?
We're going to have a chicken, it's a chicken fillet. I'm just going to show you. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and prepared it, but I'll show you the process of making it as well. It's
go
quite
ahead.
simple.
Please go ahead.
So,
One and learn.
great. So
I just
you
saw
have
myself, the look on my face was my
let's take a scenario where you have an unexpected guest shows up at your doorstep and maybe you've done your weekend shopping, you have some chicken lying around.
Okay.
You just take your chicken breast. In this case, we're going to be just one breast. Depends on how many portions you want. The great thing about this recipe is because we're going to flatten the chicken, it cooks quicker. It gives you a larger portion, so you can cut it in half in case you don't have enough to go around. And then it tenderizes the chicken as well, so you get a nice moist cut at the end, because chicken breast tends to be a bit dry. Yes. So when you tenderize it, and the cooking method we're going to apply, you get a tender cut. And then if you're really angry that this person came upon you suddenly, you can take the tension out by when you just imagine you're hitting the person. So you just you want to get a flat,
where
even.
Can we get this thing that you're using to?
Most shops carry it, but you don't have to use this. Just in something heavy.
Something.
So
More
you have
can do
a
it.
bottle,
That's one.
or a pestle,
Pestle, yeah.
or rolling pin. You just need something heavy, and that would give it a nice. Okay. So we've taken our tension out. We're now happy to receive our guest, and we're happy to cook for him or her. You basically want to toss it in some flour.
Okay.
This has some dry parsley in it. You can put anything you want, really, but I like the flavor of parsley. So it has some dry parsley in it, some salt, and some chili flakes.
Okay.
And you can do just salt and black pepper if you prefer. So,
Okay, we find all these herbs prepared in supermarkets for sale.
yeah.
But you said that you use the fresh ones, or are those okay? The ones packaged in.
Yes. So because I want to, I'm trying to achieve a dry crumb coat for the chicken, I'm using dry herbs in this mix.
Okay.
Wet would work very well here.
Okay.
But
I was told that you put your chicken first in milk and not in egg. Then you not put it on the flour so it sticks. Is that
yes,
true?
we're not really trying to achieve a thick coat in
all
this
right,
dish.
okay.
We just want to give it a light coat so it gets some color.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, but normally if you're going to batter chicken, you would have an egg wash,
Yes.
and then the flour, and then maybe some breadcrumbs.
Did you study catering or something?
No, I'm a lawyer.
Wow.
But you just love cooking.
I've been
Don't
cooking.
talk too much. The food has to be ready before.
It'll be
10
ready. It'll be
Take it ready. Don't worry. Take it easy. I come from Jamaica. I'm sure you ate a lot in Jamaica.
I've been cooking for almost 30 years. I've always loved food. I've always interacted with food. So after doing the course through the corporate sector, I'd done the whole thing, and I decided to follow my passion and start my company.
I love to eat. Can I be eating wherever you go?
I always like to get food tasters, so it gives me,
I would love to be a food
criticisms, and so I'll be happy to have you as my official food taster.
That's great.
I don't mind being your food taster.
Great, so we could
midst
have
of
a...
this, Nigerians, we have local herbs. Like
Yes.
if you want to do like banga spices, we have this. I don't know the name,
Yeah,
but they
it's-
have local herbs. Have
yes.
you tried infusing?
Yes,
those
we do
local
try to
herbs?
incorporate Nigerian ingredients wherever we can, but it has to work. Some of our spices come across quite strongly. So for instance, if you didn't want to use rosemary and parsley for the salted potatoes, I should think that you could use efirin. You just, but you wouldn't put it in the pan, so it'll be the last thing you put on the potato. Just toss it. The heat of the potato would release the aromas. And I tell people to be flexible. I don't think there are any hard and fast rules in cooking. It depends on what you like and what you're used to.
True.
So I encourage people to try different things. You'll be
things.
amazed.
You can try.
You'll be amazed at, I think they also call it curry leaf as well, the efirin. You'd be amazed at what you'd discover when you just play. I tell people to just play around. I never stick to a recipe strictly. I always try to make it my own.
Should I bring my plate?
Wait,
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Almost there. Don't worry, Waike.
I'm looking at the time.
Waike, you'll be all right.
I promise we're almost there. So we're going to
gonna
put a little bit of oil in the pan for the chicken.
What kind of oil is that?
It's just regular vegetable oil. This is corn oil. You can use
Well,
any
we're
oil.
cooking healthy, so maybe olive oil.
Well, I
Sesame
hesitate
oil.
to cook with olive oil because olive oil, the structure of it doesn't support, it has a low smoke point.
Okay.
And when it's heated at a high temperature, it releases free radicals. So I prefer to use olive oil for my cold preparations like dressings and, maybe a quick saute. But this is going to be in the pan for a while, so I really wouldn't want to use olive oil. But corn oil is good, it's low cholesterol.
Okay.
Sunflower oil is okay as well.
So
And
We're learning, yeah.
yeah, so you do that, and
Everybody is really partnering.
we're going to saute off some onions first.
Oil also.
So we're going to go on a quick commercial. But when we come back, by the time we come back, we should have the food already on our
pretty
plate,
much.
so we can then see the fashion part of it, the beauty of the food fusion. Stay with us.
What a
We'll be
great
right
poetic.
back.
Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. Now,
I'm very eager.
we're going to now look at the.
Please allow
let's see
them
some
eat
tweets,
fish.
please.
Don't
Yeah.
say where they chop fish, because
Where? Tweets. Yeah.
Okay. Ugochi says, by the time we come back, we should have the food ready. Morayo, my mouth there. Do come to share fashion too. Nath said, this is corruption in recession. The APC might take advantage that Nigerians never had it this good with the food that we are eating on the show today.
Right.
Shehu says, I hope you guys are not eating your food alone while Nigerians are hungry for real. Please pass it across.
please,
All right.
Paul says in this recession you are cooking all this and you expect people not to be depressed or commit suicide. Continue.
Okay, let us look at it. Can the camera take a peek on the display of food
When I
here?
need to eat this food.
Food is supposed to make you happy, not
Yes,
depressed.
food is supposed to
And
make you
it's
happy.
colourful.
Look at that, very colorful. Wow, that's pasta alabastasta.
That wasn't the name they
Pasta
gave it.
alabapasta.
But
And
that
that's
looks really
chicken
nice.
masala
Oh my
and
god.
potato peri peri. All right. Can we have? Can we have? Come on, okay, come on.
There are 3 plates there. oh.
There are 3 plates. Don't worry.
I'm going to put a
You're not
fourth. I'm
We
just
are
trying
4,
to
which is
keep.
3 plates. We are
eating. Let's
4.
have pasta.
Just trying to keep
Esther,
up.
let me do Egmont. Let me do. Let's start with Waike.
Let's start.
Ah, please start with me, oh.
That's with
Ah,
Waike.
no, you have started losing weight. My own is a matter of, hey!
Waike.
What do you call it? Pasta alla matasta.
Yeah,
No,
pasta
that
It's
wasn't
just
the
a
name.
seafood pasta.
It's a
creamy
seafood pasta.
seafood pasta.
Seafood and
I'll
eats.
take next because Jumoke is not hungry.
Can I eat it?
Yes, you can.
Please.
Thank you so much. Oh wow, this looks really good.
Without the regular seasoning, what do you think, Mikey?
Without okay, so there's no
No, what can you say, though?
It's
Yes,
quite
ma'am.
chilly. Yes, I'm sorry. I was a bit
No, it's
heavy-handed.
nice. Ah,
Okay.
and
Well,
hey,
Nigerians,
I
they
didn't
like
complain, no.
pepper.
This pasta has different colors.
So how did you prepare? Because now,
Yeah,
now,
it's
how
a
did you
tricolor pasta.
tricolor pasta? Yeah. But how did you get the milk angle? Did you pour some milk in it to get
I
the
did put a
creamy-
little bit of cream.
Okay.
And if you think that's too much for you, you could use coconut cream as well, which is
Okay.
nice and light. And then just a touch of cheese, just for the extra
What
salt.
kind of cheese? Cheddar,
Thank you.
Parmesan.
Parmesan. Okay.
There is God, though.
Yes, put on the table for
Really
them.
nice.
But in Kem, we need to bring you to come and cook local dishes for us.
Oh,
Something
I'd
we're
love
more
that.
familiar with, because this is not.
Me, I'm familiar with this one. You're not
yes.
familiar with
I
this
thought
one.
we should do something to celebrate.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
And something to brighten the day.
Yes, and Cam, you're very correct. This is lovely.
Thank you.
Timothy,
No
what
more
do you
cutlery?
go?
Seriously.
Are we out?
Timothy is
I need
thinking.
this recipe though. Would you give us so that we can
It's
like,
available
post
on my blog.
Okay.
Yes.
So food, fashion, and fuse.
No more
Wow.
cutlery?
Waike, do you want some
She wants a
potato?
fork.
Why not?
Well, they'll have to use what they're using.
Can you give me some potatoes, please?
I will try and not eat again today.
Can we get a knife for the chicken masala?
Yes. Yes, you can.
So you
So
said
right
this
now,
isn't
I'm
fattening,
just,
with cheese and all that.
Let me get the.
I beg your pardon?
This isn't fattening.
I tell
Did you say
people the fattening content of food really depends on consumption
you.
and lifestyle.
Okay.
So I don't really think there's any such thing as a bad food.
Okay.
I think it's the use of the food and your lifestyle that determines, so that portion I think is very decent.
Yeah.
If you had a wholesome breakfast earlier, maybe something with high fiber, lots of water, I don't think it's wrong to have this for lunch. And maybe you can end the day with a bowl of fruit or a nice light salad.
So how did you make the chicken masala?
Yes, so we're just searing the chicken now. We put it in some flour, the flour mix that had the herbs and the salt and pepper. We're now browning it in the pan to give it some color. We had cooked up the mushrooms, onions, and garlic earlier, and we're going to reintroduce that to the pan right now.
Okay.
And then
chicken masala.
we'll add some seasoning for flavor. So we have some salt.
Yeah. 1 second, can I have a lighter? A lighter, are you there?
Yes, I'm still there. Good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning. How are you? I'm first time caller.
Yeah. Cannot clap.
We can't
I'm
clap.
watching you right now. I want to say congratulations to Auntie Jenny,
Ah, thank you.
and I love all of you.
Thank
I see as you are eating, you pass my own to me.
You say I touch on my own today.
And then about the topic, it's this tension going on in the about the economy. our government is not helping us. I just feel our government should try as much as possible. There are a lot of youth outside looking for jobs. So if they can do that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
government,
government has a responsibility, but we as the people too have a responsibility to each other. As I said, this recession is real, and people are really depressed. And let us look inwards and see what we can do to help each other out there. Because, as I said, frustration is, especially for the men who have to pay school fees. I know my husband just thinking of school fees by next week. He's already calculating. Because what we are paying for 3 children is only one child used to go to school now. Now I pay for 3 children. So I know the racking of his brain. So anytime he gets a bit upset about something, I just keep quiet.
As a woman, you need to be sensitive to what is going on.
Sensitive to what your husband is going through right now. So
solution,
yes.
When your husband gets angry, walk inside the kitchen and go and make something that will tantalize him.
Alla pasta.
Make potato alla pasta.
And then come and rub his back. That
I hope there's enough to go around. It's just more in the pot.
Habib, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Good morning. Let's go ahead.
They are covered.
I'm watching you guys live, so I don't know what you're really discussing because there's no power over here. What I would just like to say is that I would like you ladies to always put the people in the Northeast into consideration by appealing to people to send relief items there, because believe you me, people living in that conditions of today is very, very terrible. So just like the way you campaign on polio, on the cancer, breast cancer, just always, probably at the end of the program, you guys can always kind of advocate for people's support towards the people in that region.
Okay. Thank you very much.
There's a tweet about Omani Johnson sends us a picture saying husband batters wife for saying Buhari is working. And the picture is gruesome. The woman has one eye shot.
Seriously?
I'm telling you. Deta Momodu says, Mariah like food, sha? She has started to speak in tongues.
But, okay, I have to say something. That you didn't put any seasoning here, but it tastes really good. So you're saying that's the rosemary and all the herbs you put in there.
Yeah, and the natural flavor of the food.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'll throw away all my seasoning in the house. So all seasons, you know that stuff that has everything?
If you just read it, I'm more concerned about the MSG content.
Yeah.
So if you read it and it says it's organic or wholesome, it's just a combination of dry herbs. Sometimes we don't have time to make our own herbs. And if a company has taken time to consciously put together something without any MSG in it, it's fine to use it.
Okay.
So I read the labels. I'm sorry?
Crew. Who is the owner of this plenty food?
Camera crew.
Well, everybody. I thought it was only you.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, unfortunately, we have to round up. So we learned how to make pasta,
Seafood pasta.
seafood pasta, chicken masala, and everything.
I'll
Don't
post
worry.
the recipe.
Next
The
time,
recipe is available on my
next time
blog.
we're going to teach you how to make Nigeria food
On your
in
blog?
this recession matter.
Yes.
These are closing towards the recession, eh? Camera 3. All right.
This is the kind of food you eat when you want to just be happy in a recession.
Okay. All right. So have a lovely morning. We have to finish our food, eh? God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Those of you eating gari and
Unless I put
it
the
is well.
spoon in there.
Those of you eating beans and bread, it is well. Don't worry. We're eating masala. It is also well. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Please apologize to them.